It's an epic fail. It's like Christmas every week round here. Unfortunately, it's the same as being an adult at Christmas, and it's a lot of money every week. But we have some more parts. I have a problem, and it's to do with the battery. This battery I've put on is smaller than the original, but it is the one that is recommended for this car, and it's plenty powerful enough. So whether they've just reduced in size over years, I would imagine they have to get the same power. But it means that the clamp that holds it in no longer reaches the battery. So I'm going to have to modify that. Please ignore the paint. I will correct that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bit of steel up and just weld that onto there so we can put another hole in and get it nice and tight. Okay, so that's going to go like that, and then we'll straighten it all up, get it all nice and tidy. Move the petrol away. Not very pretty, but solid. So I'll go and grind it down and try and make it look pretty. Okay, pretty good. That'll do anyway. Doesn't look too modified, nice and square. So I'll mark the hole, drill it, paint it. Something that's been frustrating me from the start is these doors not closing very well. So I just thought they need adjustment, but I've come to it, and this one's missing a bolt and the other one's loose. The other side, both bolts were there, but they were loose. So that's all it was. Silly, simple, but I think it's another indication of the not so good paint sprayer who did this car, because they clearly haven't sort of finished it off properly. So that's annoying, but hey, let's get it solved. I've got some new bolts, so I'm going to bang them in and we should be fine. Perfect. This is more nerve-wracking than I expected. So this little panel here is just a clear perspex panel. I'm not sure what it does, but that fell out. So it's just, you just push it in, but it's broken. The fixings are broken. So I've just put some silicone on the end. Hopefully that'll dry out. Put the heater on. Hopefully that'll dry out soon. And once the silicone goes off, it'll be fine. But yeah, putting these new ones on, there's quite a lot of bending and twisting going on, and then how tight you go. So that last one I've just done has ever so that little creaking noise or cracking noise stop. So yeah, these are really expensive. I'm going to go through the costs later. It's MOT day. I've pointed the camera in the air because not only is it MOT day, there is not a cloud in the sky day. It's very cold, but who cares? I can put the roof down, which is great. So fingers crossed, big day. Just fired it up. I'm going to get it nice and warm, then check the oil before I head off to the MOT. Only just on the stick, which I expected, so I'm going to top it up. Takes 9.1 litres. I put 8 in initially. That's 9.9 quarts, I think, from my memory. I didn't convert that in my head, I just read it. So I'm going to put another litre in, should be bang on. Okay, can you see the nerves? First time out on the open road. And yeah, between 3,000 and 4,000 revs at the moment. She's lumpy. It's alright below that. It's not great. Oh, nice gear change. Gears feel, actually that felt nice. They do say this gearbox needs warming up, so first miles it's actually turned for 5 years, so got to give it a little bit of time. So cruising along at sort of 50 miles an hour. When I'm not accelerating, it's running smooth. As soon as I accelerate, it's on and off. Okay, right, we're now at the MOT place, and a little bit of brake binding occasionally, so that's fine because I'm going to refurbish the brake calipers anyway, so we'll see how we get on. Well, as my son would say, sad times. It was 50-50 whether I thought it'd pass, but it's an epic fail. So the positive is I've got a definitive list of things that need sorting, so that's fine, that's good, and that's what the test is for at the end of the day. So yeah, we're going to take it home and we'll go through the list and work out a plan of action. But I must say, it's rather enjoyable to drive, even with all the problems. As many of you were critical of my cleaning ability, I decided to take it to the professionals, and also at the same time can see whether it's watertight or not. So I'm just up to 60 miles an hour now, and this thing is... Can you hear that? Possible it's fuel. I put 10 litres in. I haven't done many miles. But I'm not going to panic, I'm going to start with that. Right, I've put fuel in it, which I can assure you is what's required for a motor vehicle to move. Let's get it home. Enough fun for today. First of all, doesn't it look stunning? I think I'm totally reversed on that roof now. I think I'm just going to get a new rear screen, because thinking about it, the car is black and white, isn't it? And if I put blue, I'm adding another colour in, so, and it's obviously going to cost a fortune. So given the fact I'm spending loads of money on this car already, that's probably way down on the list, so I'll probably leave that for now. So the dangerous defects are 3 of the 4 tyres. Basically they are old and perished, so easy fix. Major defects: windscreen wipers don't clear the screen, nice easy fix. Position lamp not working near side front, that's that lamp that I was struggling to get in the other day. So it's obviously on the way there. It was working before I left, but it wasn't when we got there. Indicator not working on the same side at the rear, which again was working when I left, so it's probably just, you know, dodgy wires. Rear fog lamp switch missing. Well, haha, the guy obviously has got the same issue that I had, doesn't know how to do it, so that's fine. I can let him know when I go back. Exhaust emissions, carbon monoxide content excessive. That one's a bit more tricky, isn't it? Because I would assume that's probably to do with the fact that it's got that misfire, etc. That's not going to help anyway, so that's going to take a bit of research. Anti-roll bar attachment bracket mountings insecure, missing bolts on each side. I have a feeling, you know, I took a plate off from underneath to get to the fuel tank, etc. And thinking about it now, that might be, the bolts may also hold part of the anti-roll bar in, so my error there. Service brake excessively binding offside rear, so that's fine. I've got new discs and pads. I'm going to take these calipers off and refurb them anyway, so that should solve that problem. Driver's door cannot be opened from the inside. Well, that's true. The handle's broken. I've been trying to find a blue one to match the interior, but failed so far, but I suppose that's fairly obvious, isn't it? Minor defects, again talking about the wipers, they don't park correctly, so you can make them go up and down, but when you turn them off they just stop where they are, so I'm not sure what that is, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Advisory is exhaust emits blue smoke during acceleration. Well, that'll be to do with the misfire, no doubt, hopefully. Yeah, another tyre slightly cracked. Oil leak but not excessive, that'll be the gearbox, which we're already aware of. And again, brake binding. So basically both rear brakes are binding. And in fact, if I look at the calipers on the rear, they don't look as in good condition. The front ones look really clean, as if they've possibly been replaced not too long ago. So that's the list to do. So, you know, it's quite extensive, but that's good. I've got a Focus now. I'm slightly embarrassed about it, I'll be honest, because a lot of these are pretty obvious things, aren't they, that I should have checked. But hey, particularly all the tyres. I mean, that's pretty basic error, but there we are. We're still alive, so that's all good. So, time to get it back in the garage, get cracking. So what's it cost so far? Right, here we go. Car, I paid $35,000 for the car, which I think is a fair price. Don't know what you think. Engine service parts came to $384, that initial lot of filters, etc. Fuel tank and a few other bits came to $395. Fuel pump, relays, distributor came to $646. Ignition coil, £132. Crank sensors, £992. That's a lot of money, but it did fix the problem, or one of the problems. Discs and pads all round, $743. Fuel injectors, which I haven't fitted yet, haven't received yet, they're on back order. And the gearbox sensor, that speed sensor, £845. Michelin Pilot Sports, a set of 4, £542, which I think in the context of this is the cheapest thing I've purchased for this car, because that's not a bad price for 4 tyres. So the grand total so far is £39,713, which actually I was pleasantly surprised at. It felt like I'd spent a lot more money than that, so I'm sort of feeling satisfied. It's really difficult to know what the value of this car is. There's all sorts of figures out there, depending where you look. So I haven't bought the car to sell it and make a profit. I've bought the car because I love these things and it's a great project, and I envisage myself doing some nice road trips. But that's where we're at the moment. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do like, subscribe, share, get as many people watching as possible that you think might be interested. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.